One second. Let me go ahead and turn it off. I feel like a lot of this weird shit is happening to me because, in part, the evil, jealous motherfuckers, namely it's a bunch of wetbacks, don't want me doing videos and getting my former popularity back on YouTube. With that being said, evil shit keeps happening every single fucking day in the middle of the motherfucking night. I was just playing a frequency that's designed to rebuild me and put me back together. These motherfucking wet butts don't want me sharing it with you because they feel like it in some way or in some shape or manner threatens them by me becoming popular or something. Again, they tell their roach attachments, which their higher to higher selves are connected to, that if I start doing tarot cards and so forth and so on to attack me, which that being said, it's 3,002 hertz, and there's probably other frequencies that can be utilized to put yourself back together. I look horrendous because, again, every single fucking, it's like in the middle of the night, like I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. After the last time I drunk, I woke up in that Alex Nacimento entity. Here, I'll show you how he looks. And I even did an article about him way back in the day, right before the curse struck in 2022, right before I went to jail. Like I saw back in 2014 in a dream that he was flanked with a white bitch, a German white woman, who I've actually heard at the onset of this curse over the phone. Her name is Ingrid Heiberg. I mean, they're fucking with my consciousness excruciatingly to the point where I'm suffering loss of memory and so forth and so on. But anyways, with that being said, it's the frequency to be able to rebuild yourself. There's a bunch of them, and one of them is very, very basic. It's 3,002 hertz. With that being said, I got placed in the blender in the astral plane by Alex Nacimento, who I'm currently trying to get rid of. He actually belongs to these people here. With that being said, I've been in the process of trying to get rid of them. Because it's just, it's, you know, I tried creating roach attachments of my own, only for them to fuck with it, for them to mess with it, for them to, because it's connected to your consciousness. And the people who, from what I understand, put this shit on me, they're watching, so they're going to probably try to use that information against me. They fuck up the motherfucker's consciousness, making it highly ineffective for me to work with that taupe. And again, it's a taupe of my spirit guide, who they keep trying to kill out in the astral plane. I use 3571 hertz as well as 3517 hertz to try to rebuild her up. With that being said, every single fucking night, I'm going to go ahead and say it like this. I got placed in the blender in the astral plane. So what ended up happening is that these motherfuckers set it up as a decree. Baron Samedi, you know, from what I understand, supposedly got his head chopped off in the astral plane of somebody's motherfuckers, and I kind of saw it yesterday. But again, it all goes back. This whole ordeal goes back because I remember the night it happened. Actually, the day it happened, or the night right before it happened, on August the 22nd, 2022, keeping me out of my body and timeline. But anyways, ever since they placed me in the blender, they set it up so that if I try to build past my soul consciousness, and right now I'm barely at it. You know, they fucked with a part of my consciousness that again goes back to my identity, and you know, just, you know, your childhood memories and so far, your childhood and all of that, and start fucking with that. It's some really, really evil shit. And I'm kicking myself in the ass for not getting rid of the roach attachments effectively enough that were put in me that day. With that being said, ever since this Alex Nacimento motherfucker put me in the blender in the astral plane, it's been hell trying to build myself back up. Because I had parasites of these people incorporated into me, the higher selves of these people. It's like 3. And, it's fucking weird, somebody praying. Anyways, with that being said, you know, I was told that a part of me is in the astral plane. And that's kind of weird, what I just saw. With that being said, they placed astral parasites, it's like 3, that's connected to these motherfuckers, that's designed to keep me down and under heavy fucking curses. And basically compromise, like I have no etheric walls whatsoever. I have barely any fucking consciousness, because again, I try to build myself up every single day. It gets compromised, it gets torn down, it gets eaten up, it gets destroyed, usually in the middle of the night when I'm most vulnerable. At one point, this evil ass shit was even attacking my motherfucking roommate. And I remember hearing that poor child, who's a fighter, fighting in the middle of the night, and she's already fighting alcoholism as it fucking is, and they use that shit against fucking people, and she don't need that. She don't need that fucking shit. With that being said, this shit gonna have to fucking go, because it's like I can't even be in my own fucking head, because this shit will set you up to where it's something to do with the roach realm in part. The minute you think a fucking thought, they start to attack you. And they start to fuck with you. And they start to move something around. The minute you just think it, they act on it. They move your entity attachments around without your permission. And last night, they tried to set it up to where I'm literally down to my fucking minimum bare consciousness, and they try to eradicate the little bit of spiritual protection I still have inwardly. They keep externalizing my consciousness and externalizing my internal body to the point where, you know, it opened me up through these roach attachments, which are connected to their higher selves, that opens you up to the astral plane through crevices, through cuts that are made in your consciousness in the astral plane in your head, so that I can literally feel entities fucking with me and coming in and coming out and doing fucked up shit and constantly stay vulnerable. And, you know, my poor spirit guide, you know, has been saying for the fucking longest, get rid of that. And, you know, even that shit needs to be fucking cleansed. It's no fucking joke. But anyways, I've been down. This evil shit has been crippling me. I've been trying to get rid of that Alex Nacimento entity entirely. I found that it was connected to the fucking wetback cholo that you see in the picture. I'll show you again. This shit has been keeping me down to the point where I can't even get up. And to make it worse, this Alex Nacimento entity brought this evil ass motherfucker in. From what I understand, he keeps hiding, and I can feel it in the astral plane as well, my Raziel, as well as that wetback Mikey Hernandez here. Fucking organic portal. Organic portal is not about your socioeconomic status, it's about your consciousness. And many of them fucking, them bicyclist people that be passing by, they got a dead consciousness about them. I hate them. I don't like their energy at all. It's a deadness in their consciousness. It's just dead. They fucking organic portals to the fucking crisscross highest height of organic fucking portals.
Hello?
Yeah, who is this?
Hi. The other day there was a beautiful young girl who asked me if I needed help. I think it's you.
You don't have to.
But I want to help you. Do you know why? Because you got to get out of town. It's really bad here. I have intel on it. And you got to leave California or get out of town.
Well, I think that you need to get the fuck up out of my face and you need to take your motherfucking white ass and go somewhere.
You don't want me to help you too?
I don't want your shit because you probably got that shit cursed. I'm looking at all your shit. You probably a witch. Take your ass and go.
No, I left all of them. That's why they want to harm me. I left all of the bad people. I left my husband.
No, I heard you. I heard you in your thing talking about you gotta go.
All the money. I left everything, and I thought to myself,
I ain't buying her bullshit. She was telling me that she married to some old powerful ass motherfucker. She used to have like a Jeep. I don't know what to think. Let me throw these cards. I'm about to throw these cards. She was telling me you need to leave. And I heard that motherfucking bitch park right behind me the other day talking about you need to go, leave. But in more of like a I don't like you sort of way. I pick up on that shit. I'm not stupid. People think you stupid. So she was store. It's the Sinclair. Right at Hoover and it's the Sinclair right here. Hoover in Manchester. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and file a complaint about the answers later on. I didn't like that. It was actually coming from one of the people in the back saying, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. But Raziel brought in by whatchamacallit, he brought in that entity who's very, very malignant, very, very malicious, by the name of Dan Arcienega in to try to fuck with me. I'm going to say it right now, even though I had this shit infiltrating my consciousness, I wish I would have fucking resorted to using frequency back then. I was doing it in jail. When I was in jail, when this curse first broke out, and I wish I would have continued using it even after, to get my shit back, so I'm not relying upon this Topa. It's just a never-ending thing. She got so much shit attached to her because of how fucked up consciousness everything fucking is, to the point where you can't play certain fucking frequencies because it's gonna fuck her up. And she having that join herself to people's consciousnesses and die and all of that, so she don't get it. Even my fucking enemies, Ingrid Heiberg and them, so she don't get fucked up. And nobody can fucking live like that. It's like shit like this. You take for granted your inner spiritual protection. And when you see schizophrenics and stuff dribbling on the street, that's part of what this curse intends, is to turn me into a dribbling schizophrenic. That's why you see me doing fucking weird videos in the middle of the fucking night, because I'm calling out for help, because I'm just going to say right now, I have no spiritual protection. My spiritual protection is next to fucking none. It's basically orchestrated and designed to, I'm going to say this right now. I keep hearing about, and I saw it as well, that I got taken out of my body on August 22nd, 2022. I had somebody slap their timelines, their ancestral timelines on my back while I was walking through the park in Santa Monica. It felt like Destrehan, Louisiana. I keep being told that in this timeline, a girl from Destrehan, Louisiana took over my body and replaced me. And all of my blessings and all of my astral body parts that are being harvested are being sent to her in that timeline, along with my spiritual abilities. And it's just, like I said, it was literally set up by my own fucking entities, by Baron Samedi, as well as Alex Nacimento. And they set it up along with, there's a couple of more. Zeus is another one that I heard, Sainton, who I used to be really, really cool with. You know, so it was very, very concerning when I found out. You know, I kept hearing that he participated in it, but it's very fucked up what happened. It's extremely fucked up. And again, without me even realizing, I take that back. I remember during that time when I was living on the PCH, I remember I was doing the topless activism. I knew I was under a curse back then. Because I kept thinking to myself, it's like, I got all this fame on the beach, but I'm not making any money from it. Something's blocking me. So I knew back then I was under heavy curses. With that being said, it was a couple of entities going all the way up. It's just like with Kanye West. People think that that's really him, but that's not him. That's actually, it's not a clone, but it's a roach attachment of a reptilian. It's a roach attachment of a reptilian that was in his body and still is, I believe. And they keep taking him out.
It's on your left side.
On my left side? All right. And with that being said, it's the same thing. You heard somebody in the background saying shut up, right? And there's really nobody in here really saying that. But anyways, like I was saying before, that is weird. Anyways, like I was saying before, what happened? Look, man, you can be a lot more respectful. You can be a lot more respectful.
I said, take your coke.
Say, take my coke. Please, miss. So I woke the fuck out your ass. I may be under a curse right now, but I'll put that shit right on your motherfucking ass and kill you in your sleep. I don't give a fuck. I've killed motherfuckers with that shit. Watch it, bro. Watch your fucking mouth. And I got your picture. Yeah, so like I was saying, you say something about nigga? You all right, sir? You all right? Oh, what's your name, sir? See, these people don't know. They think this and this, Christianity. I actually practice witchcraft. Motherfucker was about to boot up to me. What's your name, sir? Oh, what's your name, sir? Sir, what's your name? What's your name, sir?
What he did?
What's your name, sir?
What he did?
What's your name? He tried to boot up to me. I felt like a very threatening energy. What's your name, sir? What's your name, sir? All right, my fans will fucking woke your ass. All right, good luck. And what's your name, sir? All right, I'm going to get my fans to fuck your ass up spiritually. All right, so that looks like the sigil of Beelzebub right there. Or the Ars Goetia. Yeah, so with that being said, going back to what I was talking about, motherfucker actually tried to boot up to me. I could sense it. You know, yesterday, now look, I'm dressed like this and like this. I was sitting in front of my, here, let me go ahead and get the store. Yeah, I didn't like the way that motherfucker was talking to me. Anyways, with that being said, I was sitting, you know, I'm going to be honest with you, my consciousness all fucked up. I don't have time for the bullshit. I'm in no place to tolerate the bullshit like I could back in the past. With that being said, I was sitting in front of where I live, around where I live. And so next thing I know, now look, I'm dressed like this. I had a black guy come from out of fucking nowhere for some strange reason. It might have something to do with that wetback, Santa Muerte. This energy of inviting motherfuckers to assume that I'm a hooker, even though I'm dressed like this, is just, it's mind-boggling. With that being said, I was told that same thing happened with Wendy Williams. When you're stuck in hell realms and it's not obvious, like I said, you know, that Dan Arcienega entity, from what I understand, he did the same thing with Baron Samedi, the real one supposedly, cut my head off after he did, you know, for weeks. And even now I've been seeing like weird shit on people superimposed, like Aztec death mask, Aztec death whistles. I was told, you know, and I heard this entity say that right before I supposedly died, that he cut my head off. And that he had sacrificed me to Quetzalcoatl in Santa Muerte, along with them fucking people at that Santa Muerte shop, and Mikey Hernandez. You know, the entity, you know, my spirit team tried to dispatch him yesterday, is an entity that kind of like takes orders and is very single-minded. And I believe it could be connected to Quetzalcoatl or something, something to that effect. But there's, like I said, you know, I started seeing white masks superimposed on people, meaning that I'm still alive. I feel like I'm in between worlds. When I was on the bus right before I died and right before my Egyptian ancestors who started acting fucking funny recently, you know, I was told it's because everybody wants to stay in the consciousness of the person who took over my body, going back to that August 22nd, 2022 timeline, that, let's see what time it is. It's about 6, so 5. You know, they started blocking me from there. I was told that the same thing happened to Kanye West. Now, anyways, with that being said, I'm trying to remember as much as I can, because my memories are just, they're shoddy to say the least. But anyways, with that being said, they took me out of my body and set it up to where I'm stuck in my soul consciousness, where you don't fully feel physical at all, and where you're more vulnerable to parasitic attacks as well as psychic attacks. And that's where I've been for the past couple of months. And so to make matters even worse, that Alex Nacimento entity, when he saw that he was on the wand and that he was going to get removed, this is what I wanted to mention. I was sitting outside And they had a black guy who fucking violently approached me about, you know, why aren't you a prostitute? It's like, motherfucker, you see what I'm fucking wearing. Why the fuck would you assume I'm a fucking hooker? And it's like, I expected of them fucking wetbacks, them beanbags, but not of my own fucking people. I don't expect it from my own fucking people. I expect it from them, but not from you. But I felt possession off of him. I felt an energy of he was possessed. And that he wasn't wholly doing it of his own volition. I was told he was a CHP officer and all of that. But anyways, and then they had like a couple of string of other motherfuckers. It just, you know, I know in the past, you know, I know about gang stalking and the cops being familiar about you, but it didn't have that same type of energy. The energy that was casted was an energy of, like I say, I heard a woman on the bus right after the day this Dan Arcienega entity got rid of me, that I'm in between worlds. And my grandmother was showing that I'm lodged in my consciousness. I'm living in my head, which is part of what the roach realm does. But at the same time, it's not physical. And I felt myself one day jump into a body, and this Dan Martinez entity working in tandem with Santa Muerte. You know, again, I've been wearing frankincense to get rid of her. Black tourmaline gets rid of her. It's designed to remove you know, and I'm gonna say this right now, frankincense works really, really well. She, you know, heard the higher selves of these people here, from what I understand. Took my timelines and did something where they reincarnated it or set it up to where I can't get it back. But there's always ways. Again, frequency is key. And I'm going to say this, man. It's done gotten so fucking bad and my body infiltrated, because, again, I'm operating at the soul consciousness, which makes it vulnerable. Every single night, this Alex Nacimento, along with these 3 people that are really attached to all the people on the PCH who cursed me, going back to Malibu as well as Miracle Mile, these people here, the one in pink is linked to the woman who put this shit on me. And they use roach attachments to disguise themselves. You can use 614 hertz all the way up to 617 hertz, as well as 7,000 hertz to remove them. So with that being said, and also the one in the black hair, I think beside the Sandra Pimental, I was told that it's a fucking wetback that's mixed with white German. Who grew up without her daddy, of course, wetback daddy. Grew up with her white mama, who fucked a bunch of wetbacks and had a bunch of half wetback kids. And with that being said, grew up in a very fucked up situation. From what I understand, used to call the cops on me a lot. You know, I'm being told that they drove. And I used to see, too, a brown Range Rover that would frequent and come around to where I'm at, where I used to park at on the PCH on Topanga. And I always got a weird foreboding feeling about them. I believe they were the ones to put them sacrifice angels in my crown chakra one night. As well as, see, I don't like this shit because with them roach attachments they put in you, they open you up to the astral plane to where you can have all sorts of evil shit come in and fuck with you. But anyways, they would roll up and start fucking with me. I have something moving my fucking arm through my soul consciousness right now, manipulating it. Like I say, trying to keep me stuck to heavy fucking curses. But anyways, with that being said, I'm trying my best not to look like a fucking crackhead. Because I'm not. I don't do drugs. I cannot drink with this shit that I got on me until I get rid of it. And until I get back in that timeline, it's you know, if I don't get back in that timeline, and my body in that timeline, the astral body harvesting, all this shit is going to continue. There's no way around it. You're set up to be a victim, have all of your spiritual powers, your blessings funneled into that timeline, you're fucked. You're pretty much a sitting duck. With that being said, things were set up to where I can't even think about something without, you know, because I have no etheric walls to brick around it, something fucking up something spiritually in the spirit plane. It's that fucking bad. And like I said, these motherfuckers have been setting me up to be on the verge of that are actually dead every single fucking day. That's why I've been trying to get rid of that Alex Nacimento entity. He's a roach attachment, 614 to 617 hertz, as well as 7,000 hertz. And it's supposed to be connected to them there. One of my ancestors, Dan, I don't know. My ancestors, anyways, with that being said, hey, sir, how you doing? Good morning to you, sir.
Have a good day.
You too, sir. Yeah, but anyways, I had a curse on me to make motherfuckers think I'm a prostitute. It's like, look at what I'm fucking wearing. Do I look like one? A MAGA had no fucking goddamn ice shirt. That's a curse right in and of its fucking self for people to assume that dirty ass, low vibrational shit. I feel like energy is different here. Like I'm no longer in the regular world, but it feels more dreamy, and I know why. You know, like I said, I feel like, and I was actually shown it as well where I'm at, my consciousness. You know, you can use 694 hertz, 925 hertz, 322 hertz for discernment. And I keep saying those frequencies, but it's doing something to block people from seeing where I'm at. I saw at one point I was under saying the word they was fucking blocking shit. And them three evil motherfuckers in Malibu set it up for me to be under that, as well as Mikey Hernandez is. And them bitches and wetback bitches, especially that one in yellow at that Santa Birthday shop. With that being said, this evil ass shit saying we warned you, don't go over there. It's because you're blocking my fucking powers, you're stealing my powers, you're setting me up for going down the road of fucking bad luck would be a lot better than what I'm fucking dealing with. And for having no spiritual protection whatsoever. I remember a long time ago when I went into a Popeye's chicken and I was trying to buy something for somebody. It was evident that she might have been fucking cursed, so-called schizophrenic, but really cursed. I was being told this girl got heavy curses. Don't, because you motherfuckers are the cause of it. Like I said, I wish I would have fucking resorted to frequency back then to get rid of these roach attachments. Because getting to the point where I'm extremely compromised, may not be able to get back in my body. You know, I was shown that evil Dan Arcienega entity was taking over that body, and I actually had some spiritual protection incorporated in it, designed to keep him out. I think he's connected to this person with these emails here, this text message, who came to me a long time ago for a reading, and I was told some of them wetbacks in Malibu put that on her. And that's long before my soul consciousness got torn down. And I was told, and start updating my blog later on, that these motherfuckers But anyways, I got to get rid of this Dan Arcienega. From what I understand, it's some entity. They keep, because I'm physically open to all of this evil shit in the astral plane, these motherfuckers keep tearing at my astral body and pulling like parts of my astral body apart when I talk, especially if I talk about certain things. They use that to this Dan Arcienega entity to fuck with me and all of that, to start pulling parts of my consciousness out, which I can physically feel, tearing apart at my consciousness, so that I won't say certain things. And I'm not going to let them fucking block me from saying certain things. But like I say before, man, I wish I would have got rid of these evil-ass motherfuckers right at the start of this goddamn curse. I would have been in a much better fucking position if I did. Because this shit will tear apart your fucking consciousness, tear you down. Have you get, set up to get killed in your fucking sleep. And they keep setting it up lately so that I have no spiritual protection from my ancestors. They keep doing something. Some of my higher selves actually had to step in, and they weren't able to fight this shit because of that Dan Arcienega entity. They were trying to set it up so that I get my ancestors back. And I haven't been able to get him back. I remember being told that this it's an evil motherfucker. I was told that, none of this shit I should be physically feeling. And that guy looks familiar. Like the guy, I was told that when you die, you start to see certain things. So anyways, with that being said, you know, like I said, I wish at the onset of this fucking curse, I think I was playing some frequency, 6,000 hertz, and I was trying to call on spirit guides that, again, were comprised of the sacrifice angels that them motherfuckers put into my crown chakra one night. I remember seeing it as well. With that being said, all right. So with that being said, as I was saying before, all right, you know, like I said, I wish I would have fucking taken certain steps before this shit got out of fucking hand, because I literally feel dead. I feel empty. You know, these things like to trick your fucking consciousness. They'll throw something out that was already a part of your consciousness. You see it, you think that it's not a part. You try to remove it or move something because it has it set up that you're on your own, and then next thing you know, you just removed a part of yourself that was essential, and you don't know what you're doing. I mean, I'm going to say this right now. At the onset of this curse, it kills me that I actually had a meeting set up with Zeus where he was saying you got a large undertaking. He was actually a part of the fucking curse, designed to keep me under heavy curses. And next thing, you know, it's like, this is something that's dangerous, but it parades around as schizophrenia. No, you got entity attachments and roach attachments in your body that's supposed to maintain the order of things. And you're not supposed to have all these motherfucking problems. You know, they did the same thing with a kid by the name of Isaac Davies. Let me look up his name. The fuck with your consciousness, you know, use the power of suggestion. You know, that's what happens when they infiltrate. I wish I would have been able to get rid of this evil shit at the fucking get. Yeah, so anyways, with that being said, at the onset of this curse, you know, I'll get these things, they'll become very, very sentient, saying in my head, well, you know, where is she getting that voice from? Where's her, you know, it compromises you way too fucking much. Like, who's her inner voice? Where, you know, who's telling her what to say? Oh, it's so-and-so that's behind it. That shit gotta fucking go. These roach attachments gotta fucking die. Because it's compromising my shit. And they like to feed off of that. My spirit guides have been telling me that for the past couple of fucking, damn near 2 fucking years going on with this shit. You know, like somebody else's higher self who I spoke with was saying, all of this shit should be kept within. And Baron Samedi and them, they should have fucking kept this shit out. They should have kept out, I think, if I'm not mistaken, he invited Alex Nacimento in 2013, but it's really connected to them wetbacks. I'm not really sure as to what the story is on that. But I will say this, to get rid of roach attachments, like what I'm dealing with, 7,000 hertz frequency is the most effective. I almost look like my outfit from a distance. When you think about it. But from a distance. No, it's blue. See, it's, they'll try to pull you. They set up somewhere you get pulled into different timelines. The minute you just have a different fucking thought, it's excruciating. And it's something that's dangerous that parades around in schizophrenia. They literally keep you stuck in your head in a way and fuck up your consciousness from there and obfuscate the truth, which happened early this morning. They tried to set up something where I was really stuck in my soul consciousness. It's something about a Mother Teresa, some old shit like that, that them fucking beanbags connected to fuck me up. And, I'm just going to say pray for me, because I send positive vibes, because they're going to use that knowledge that I just put out there on Front Street against me. They've been trying to tear out certain parts. It's gotten so fucking bad, and they're so intimidated by me escaping this curse to the point where they tried to block my ability to play frequency and use it against me at one point. So I'm just going to have to start doing what I got to do, as well as fucking with that lone spirit guide, because of my close connection to her, and because she's keep getting back to that timeline. They don't like that. They've been trying to turn her into a topa, disconnect me from her, fuck with my perception and consciousness to the point where I don't know if I'm connecting with her, the highest selves, God, my spirit team. That's how evil it is. And again, it's having physical ramifications. And ever since them fucking wetbacks came around and started putting their shit, Mikey, Hernandez and them women at that Santa Muerte shop here, back a couple of months back, things just gotten worse. Let me see the exact time when they put this shit on.